You want
that.
to know who never was bald and kept that luscious locks of hair?
Who?
Mike O'Hearn.
Oh, Mike O'Hearn, Natty Daddy, the lifetime Natty,
You
Mike
want to give
O'Tren. Yeah.
the
So,
fans that update?
yep. So yesterday at a gym near me, gym I actually used to go to, Elite
Keep in mind
Fitness.
that Paul texted me about this, and I told him the podcast was over if he didn't go.
Yeah, so Elite Fitness is like this little underground gym up in Huntersville, North Carolina, which is just outside the northern border of Charlotte, right where I live. I live right on the northern border of Charlotte and Huntersville. So I used to go there. I go to a different gym now, but I was going there for about a year. Every year or so, I change up gyms. It's not like Elite's a bad gym. I just change up. I need change in my routine. So every year or so, I change gyms. But I went to Elite for about a year. And recently, Michael Hearn was in town recording for some show or movie or something. It looked like something involving wrestling, like WWE or some shit like that. I'm not sure, but he was training at Elite, and he had a meet and greet at Elite from 12 to 2 on Saturday the 1st. So I'm not really someone who follows Michael Hearn a lot. I kind of know who he is. I kind of know where he's been in the past, but all that I know is that he's like the biggest fake natural of all time. But I texted
Hey,
Stoff and I was like,
he's Mr. Natty. You leave him alone.
yeah, the lifetime natty. So I texted Stoff
Listen,
and I was like, should I go? I was like, I don't even know if I want to go. And you're like, friendship over if you don't go. And I'm like, shit, now I gotta go.
well, it's just because he has properly manipulated social media because it. I don't know about you, but over the past week, my For You page on either Instagram or TikTok is now just stoic men with ridiculous quotes. And it's the baby don't hurt me in the
Yeah,
background. Like,
yeah.
it's just such a funny meme. And because if you look at him and in one of those poses, he looks like such a jackass.
Like
And
he's like he looks like he's stuck in the 80s. Like it's just the way he looks,
yeah,
his hairstyle and shit looks like he's stuck in the 80s. Um,
me
and he
saying hi
does.
me saying hi to my gym crush, and then in parentheses, I'm in my wheelchair and I'm schizophrenic.
Yeah, those are so good. It's like, sir, you're under arrest for money laundering, and he's like, no thanks, have a nice day or something. And it's showing Michael Hearn posing for a photo shoot. But yeah, no, I mean, props to him for the way he looks. Like he looks phenomenal. It's just he's become a meme just because he's a fake natty. He just says that he's natural, and it's like, dude, it's not a problem that you're. I mean, he's in too deep now. He can't go back. There's no way he can ever say he's not natural because then it's just going to destroy him. Just like Liver King, like it destroyed Liver King. Nobody
I
talks
think
about him. What's that?
I think well I was gonna say I think the one thing that he has going for him is definitely the longevity, and that's tough to
Yes.
produce when you're under intense cycles. So I think what his case is more likely is that he's saying he's natural in comparison to the rest of the crowd, which is not true natural, but I'm guessing that's his justification for it because he for him he's what 40 like
I think he's
42
50 something.
43. Yeah, he's up there, like this is like rock style stuff, and for
Yeah.
him to have that longevity, he's clearly not blasting huge cycles like Ronnie J, like the behemoths were doing. um
He's
but
54.
54, yeah, 54 to have that physique. He's definitely on something. Just, I mean, even if it's just like a test booster to keep his like his body able to be where it is. But I'm thinking he's claiming natural or at least justifying the natural because of um, the way the crowd was. And he's on interview for saying like, "Hey, if I was doing what these guys were doing back in the '90s, I'd be like they were." And just because you see like how the people like I mean Ronnie's case is more that he had bad medical team repairing him, but a lot of these guys who are struggling to still be physically active after doing their huge cycles and whatnot, I think that's more so where his justification comes from. But yeah, using the word natural definitely isn't what he should be doing. It should be like natural with three asterisks after it, saying like this is in comparison to like the big boys.
Yeah, I think from what I've heard, I'm pretty sure in the past he said he takes nothing. So
which
for
which is,
that,
I mean, not true. You look at his body.
yeah,
There's
he's
unless he's in the like what Liver King tried to claim to be in that 0.0001% of the like true primeval like descendant. You know, those people who just have the genetic absolute masterpiece where they're able to do that, but it's such a small population.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I mean, granted, no matter what he's taken, he definitely has phenomenal genetics to at least hold on to what he
Yeah,
has.
and that's the
Uh,
case with every bodybuilder that makes it to that level. Like you
yeah,
can't make it there without having a stroke of luck.
I don't even think I could be wrong. I don't think he ever made pro. I don't think he's ever been an IFBB pro. Um,
He's a pro in our eyes.
Let me see if he is even a pro. But yeah, it says on his website at the very bottom, it says Natty.
Hmm.
Literally says Natty at the bottom, which for interpretation, um, he for interpretation, that just means he's not taking anything. But there's been Kenny KO has called him out and asked him if he's natural or not, and he says he is, and he doesn't use steroids or anything like that. But yeah, so he seemed like a nice guy. I didn't really get to talk to him or anything like that. He was like training people and like showing this like literal like 6 or 7 year old like how to work out. Like he was like showing him how to do dips and how to do like rows in the cable machine and stuff. I think his wife was there too. So I didn't want to take up too much of his time. I was only there for a photo and to say what's up to the people that I
Oh,
knew there.